I mean, while we're at break, we're just talking about Bartle's sweater. Bartle's sweater's getting a pass.
It's a nice sweater.
I mean, it has no zipper. It doesn't know if it's a 3/4 turtleneck. What's going on?
You don't know.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, you're just really
Coach.
upset because of that mustard thing you were wearing. Hey, that's bad.
I mean, what about the black undershirt? You know, I mean,
I think he looks
part of the look.
I think
that's
he looks
part
good.
of the thing.
I think he looks good today.
Thank you, Troy.
You're welcome. Move on.
All right, welcome back inside Condors Unleashed. Ryan Holt with Kevin Bartle and Condors head coach Troy Mann, who dressed down today. He's just in the Condors polo, but still looking sharp, as always, Coach.
Thank you.
In the ECHL Western Conference Power Ranking, certainly one of the best dressed coach out there.
Definitely.
I mean, there's no doubt about that
Thanks,
one.
guys. I think so, too.
I don't know what Rich Crom had on yesterday, but he had the sport coat and the other.
What?
You
know
never
what?
go that way.
The 4-inch tie wide?
Oh, yeah. The old school.
You know what Rich Crom had on yesterday? A loss.
He did have a loss,
A
Coach.
4-1 loss.
You know, I can't make those comments with 3 games coming
that's
up.
That's
radio guy. The radio
guys stirring the pot now.
Yeah, no.
But Coach, though, in all seriousness, over the weekend, 2 losses to Utah, but you bounced back last night with Stockton. Had to be impressed with the effort out of the guys last night.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about a couple of things at practice and yesterday morning that I thought the guys came out hard and made those adjustments from the weekend, and it certainly paid off. I thought we had some really good jump, and I thought the first half up until the 3-0, we were really, playing our kind of style of game, and we had some shots blocked and we had some shots that missed the net, but so our shots on goal total wasn't as high as I would like. But we had some really, really good ozone time and some traffic in front, and we talked about some things. So real good, and it was a nice bounce back after, when you lose 2 in a row, then your mind starts wandering a little bit because it's been such a long time since that's happened to us. Yep. But a great bounce back game and an important one. If you look at the standings, we talked about that as well yesterday. If we could win that game yesterday and get to 7 points, I think it gives us a chance to potentially catch a couple teams here down the stretch.
One of the things that I noticed, especially early in last night's game, you always talk about that this is a team that likes to play below the goal line. And I think they've gotten to the point where if there's nothing, if what they're trying is not working, they just bang it back to the end boards and just start all over again and try to grind it out. And that was effective, especially early.
Yeah, and that's one of our strengths, and certainly against a team like Stockton that likes to run up and down the ice and play a little bit of a pond hockey style of play.
I'm using that next time.
You need to make them defend, and I don't think they like to play in D-zone coverage, and if we play to our strengths, and nobody does, everybody just wants to run up and down the ice because it's a lot more fun. But I thought we played to our strengths early, and it paid off.
We gave him the start of the game last night, and I assume he got the bat as well. Joey Leach back there on the blue line. I mean, throwing his weight around, causing some havoc back there, and then sticking up for himself with a couple of fights.
Yeah, I mean, Leachy's been, with our rookie defense, has been, one of our most improved players over the course of the season, and has really come along as a defenseman, in my opinion. And we joked after the game about him, being so physical and dropping the gloves because Bill Scott was in the stands last night, and to say
Bartle said that after the game,
and Chris
It's
Chahaki.
a good move.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a great move.
I don't think he knew that Chris Chahaki, because he pops in as the Oilers pro scout, and he lives in Stockton, so he popped down to watch the game last night. So it was good for him. But we were joking around about it, but he has played well, and just look at his plus minus. It's come down. He was probably at double digits at one point, and now he's way down there. So kudos to him, and he's a sponge when it comes to taking information, and I think he's gotten better.
You mentioned the transitions you made, and that's where we're going to lead into our video here for this Coach's Corner breakdown. And, against Utah, there wasn't a lot of that ozone time, and you start with the entries.
Well, I think that a couple of things we wanted to get better at yesterday, and Utah is playing good hockey. They're well-structured, but, this play here, we've got it. It's a 3-on-3. Chip that by and then get the mid-lane guy to go after it. But we don't, and it's turned over, and now we're defending. We're chasing the puck again. Here's another one. We've got some speed. We want that chip past that guy for Neil to get that puck, and maybe we're in ozone play. But now it gets turned over. It's going the other way.
And he's expecting it, right? That's why he heads right
Neil's,
down there.
We tell the mid-lane guy, we want you to slash. Here's another one. Good job by Leachy. We got a good breakout. If he pauses right there, we've got double drive, which we like. But here again, we're talking about great opportunities. We did not get enough great opportunities against Utah. And Bennett here is on 1 foot outside the dots here. You get that puck here. You take it inside the dots. Look at this lane here. Maybe he scores up here. You know, maybe that's a goal for him, or maybe it's a better shot where Leach or Steffes, who's on the inside here, can get a rebound, but he takes a perimeter shot from outside the dots on a one leg. That's not going in at any league. And so these are just little things we showed the guys that we had to get better at to generate more offense to get our goal total up, because I really believe that most nights now, if we get 3 goals, we're going to win the hockey game. And, you know, we only got 1 goal this night, so. And you see, that's perimeter for me. You know, not good enough. Not good enough. Another one here. Now, this is pretty good. You know, this is what we're talking about. Good job. Okay, he chips it by him. We got speed going here. And, you know, this ends up in Utah taking a penalty. Now, we don't get any grade A's out of it, but we're in O-zone play. We've got the puck. And, you know, 10 seconds from now, they're taking a penalty and we're on the power play. And you can see the referee's hand. That's because we make a good decision at the blue line. And here's another, you know, this is offensive zone play here. Or this is another one here where, you know, we've talked about, you pause it right there. In here, we got mid-lane drive here. Nielsen needs to, you know, he needs to move his feet and use his backhand to make that play here. And Thurber can be over a little bit tighter on the strong side because he turns his body, opens up. It costs him 5, 8, 10 seconds. And back pressure. Utah is well coached. They got good back pressure. This is turned over. This has gone the other way, 2-on-1. And I believe this could have been the winning goal against Utah Saturday night. And you see, he telegraphs that. They got back pressure. Now, look at this. They got 2-on-1 on LB up ice.
And when you look at that, too, and Neil opens up like that, you're almost telegraphing yourself to the defense. You're almost saying, hey, I'm going here, as opposed to if I'm on the backhand.
To the D, to the back checkers, to the goalie, they all know where he's going with it.
Now, I liked, you know, we had Cunningham mid-lane drive on the strong side of the puck, taking away that area. Thurber was the 4th guy up in the play. He was in really, you know, pretty good position. And a guy like Nielsen, and it doesn't matter who it is, you got to drive your legs and make that little backhand. You got to have confidence. You can make that backhand pass, and it's done quicker. And maybe Thurber gets a grade A. Maybe he gets a goal. Maybe Cunningham bangs in the rebound. But instead, it's gone 2-on-1 the other way, and we're giving up a potential goal. You know, we don't want that.
I'm just a radio guy, Coach. I'm not a coach, but I've watched a lot of games from the press box when you can you're watching over the whole rink. You're watching all the pieces moving. One of the things that always drives me crazy is guys coming in and they hit the blue line and they start coasting. I feel like you get better opportunities. You keep moving your feet. You keep going to the net. Keep your feet moving. Doesn't it keep everybody kind of off balance defensively?
Yeah, and nowadays with the way the game's played, there's so much back pressure. And if a team's well coached, you've got that F4 and F5 coming back. And you can't slow up. You've got to move your feet entering the zone, and you've got to have double drives, and you've got to have that 4th guy up in the rush. And if you take the puck wide, you know, then you're pulling back that strong side D as you're carrying the puck in, which allows you maybe to hammer on the brakes and hit that guy late. But if you're just going to straight leg it, open up, turn your body, to me, everybody in the building knows what's going on. And usually it's a danger zone.
Something the Condors did very well last night, and something that Stockton certainly doesn't like to do, is defend in their own zone. So getting in that O-zone and making a lot of plays down.
We showed this is a reload here, and this is a good clip for us. You know, start the second period, good forecheck, good read by Pistol or Andrew Carroll in the F3. We're in business now, but we're working hard. We've got the puck, and then it comes around. And, you know, if he pauses it right there, now Little gets hurt, so it's not an unbelievable clip, but if Little doesn't get hurt, I want him to go to here. I want Steffes, who's out of position, to be right here. So we've got some traffic in Bob Cuff. He's 6'6". We've got cover here. Our D, this is our D. We're pinching in. We've saved that puck. We've had a great forecheck, and we get 0 out of it. The only thing we did in this clip here is raise Bob Cuff's save percentage, because now Andrew Carroll gets it and shoots it.
Goalie of the week.
But yeah, he gets goalie. That's what I mean. He gets goalie of the week. But why? Watch this. Watch this. And this is why I was frustrated. We got nobody in front. That's an easy save. That's save percentage going up. You know, and we got a couple more of these right here. Great neutral zone. Great neutral zone forecheck on our part. Patience. Cut the ice. Great job on our D. We're on transition now, okay? And what are we doing? Okay, Benny gets the puck, but watch in front. Okay, he comes out, pause it right there. Perimeter, you know, get into this area here. Nackstead just okay for me. He's kind of there, but he's not there, right? And Benny throws it on net. Another easy save for Bobkov's save percentage. It drives me nuts. Go ahead. A little wrister, no traffic. Perimeter, easy save for him. Another one here we get. Now this is good hockey. Chip, I love it. Physical play by Tremblay here. Good. Shaber's in. Now we're cooking. We got a good F3 here. You know, this is how we need to play to win hockey games. Low to high. Okay, watch this. D to D. Okay, now keep going a little bit. Now, if he pauses it right there, we've talked to our D about this. D, you've got to have the nonsense. You've got to get your head up. You know, I talk about 3 high in the offensive zone. This play right here to Knacker could have been a grade A for us. We do got a little bit of traffic there, but Leach, he doesn't have his head up, and he doesn't find that F3. So we got to do a better job of that, and we did very well the first half of the game, and I recognizing that. And we got another, I think we got one more, almost the same, you know, a little bit of traffic. That's easy to say for Bob Kopp as well. But, you know, this one here again, pause right there. Look at this. You know, traffic. You know, we got a guy going in there. What if this goes in, hits this guy in the shin pad, bounces to him for an empty netter? Because I can't see Bob Kopp. He's 6'6". I can't see him right now. That's good stuff. We get the puck back. You can roll the clip. Now we're cooking. This is a real good shift by us. You know, another low to high, D to D. We hit Andrew Carroll through that soft spot, and we got some traffic. You know, I'll take that every day.
That was Dell. That had the easy one on that one. Bob Koff on the last one. Dell,
right.
But too easy for both goaltenders.
I felt like I was being scolded there.
Yeah.
Too easy.
I feel like I was being scolded.
It's getting a little fired up there.
You were.
He's just a radio guy.
So you can imagine yesterday morning.
So you can imagine yesterday.
In the video session, you know, it's teaching clips for individuals and team play, that how we need to play as a team to be successful. We've done a lot of that the last few months, or, you know, the last couple of months to get ourselves back in contention. And we just got to, you know, we didn't play poorly against Utah, but we had 7 grade A's Friday night. We had 10 grade A's Saturday. It was a well-played hockey game on both sides, but I just thought we didn't do enough to generate some support for our goaltenders.
And we've talked about them over the past couple of weeks, but the weekly goals that you guys have set out, and here's the weekly goals basically for this week.
Yeah, we started that, as I've talked about several times now, the home and home with Ontario way back. Just thought I wanted to focus on week to week, and we talk about a number of things here. You know, especially a 4-game week. We want 6 points. We've got 2 so far. It's going to be a tough weekend, and these are goals we want to set as a team. Now we don't win them every night. But the guys know what we're trying to accomplish here. I can guarantee you we weren't 55% last night. I've broken down the first period already. We were excellent in the first period on faceoffs, but I don't think we won one in the third. So I doubt we're going to be around that 55. You know, we didn't win the. You know, we're second in the league in shots against at 26 and change. So we shoot for 25. I think 26 and change is excellent. You know, if you look at the NHL American League, 26 gets you in that top 2. And the thing I like about the shots on goal in the ECHL, we're second, but everybody else around us, their records are unbelievable. It's the top teams in the league from Alaska, whose shots against are skewed because of the big ice, you know, South Carolina. I mean, you look at them. So, you know, I think the guys should be very proud of this accomplishment in terms of where we're at there. Right. And then just a number of things, you know, in terms of what we're trying to do. This is a big one for me. The 15 scoring chance against, which most nights when we're under 15, we're winning the hockey game. And that's why I was frustrated about Utah. We gave up 10 Friday night and 10 Saturday, which is way under 15. And we didn't win either hockey game because we just didn't generate enough on our part.
Now, against a team like Stockton, and maybe it's not like this for every team, but against a team like Stockton, winning the special teams battle, you don't give up a power play goal last night. You kill off a 5-on-3, so you might not win the special teams battle, but you don't allow Stockton's top power play unit to get on the board.
Well, you know, as you guys know, I always talk about keys to the game with the players after our pre-scout, and one of the ones last night was our PK against their PP. They were 20.4 going in, first in the league. They have great puck movement, some good vision, and I thought our PK was excellent last night, especially that 5-on-3, which was a game changer.
Didn't give them a whole lot of things. It looked like honestly our PK and LB was getting in their head. They were looking for the perfect play. They were looking for that cross seam pass, and it wasn't there, and they messed it up.
Yeah, and I think LB admitted, you know, and said that they had 1 grade A or he had 1 tough save in that 5-on-3. And the other thing is, both our goaltenders know the rotation on our PK. We're trying to, you know, we're trying to promote that weak side shot from the weak side of the power play, and they had a couple of those outside the dots. LB's in great position, makes a save look easy, and I don't have to give them a grade A.
Right. I feel smarter again, Coach. I feel smarter, Bartz. Yeah. I feel more intelligent.
I mean, how can you not?
I mean, I was trying to break down that power play as it was going on, too. They had the 2 lefties on the 5-on-3. They couldn't get any one-timers. They had Miller on the left side. He's a left-handed shot. He couldn't get a shot off.
It's true.
That's what I saw, at least. I'm just a radio guy.
I'm gonna say our PK was just too good.
PK was great. Well, but we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, Murph not gonna be very happy.
We don't want to talk about that. The power, Willie,
yeah.
The power play wasn't good, But
well, Willie, okay.
Coach, we
thanks, guys.
Appreciate the time as always.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for coming in, breaking down some video. Coach will step out when we come back after this quick timeout. LB Laurent Brossoit will step in and talk with him.
And I'm going to eat pizza.
And we're going to eat some pizza as well. It's all on the Condors Unleashed, live from the Dignity Health Studios inside the Bakersfield, California. Stay tuned.